We are doing something very special today. Today, our goal is to remake Earth. The real, actual Earth. We are going to remake it, and we are going to make it fair so that every civilization, every possible player in the game has an equal starting chance. And that also means that with this specific map, you can play as anyone, and they'll have not only a culturally accurate starting location, but also a equal starting location as far as natural resource and that sort of thing. That's the plan. We're gonna go up here, and this is generally where both Europe and Asia should be. Okay, we're gonna restart. We're gonna start with a Scandinavia that's right up against the top. Right up against the top. A nice Scandinavia. And Britain is gonna be like right here. We'll just kind of make that a blob for now. Britain's gonna be there. Denmark's gonna be like right here. Okay, way smaller. I think that's a much more accurate, or much just more usable size. We're still gonna have to change it up a bit. Probably make it even a little bit bigger. Does that give us enough room for... Oh, that doesn't give us enough room for America, does it? I mean, Asia needs a decent amount of room, but I don't think it needs that much room. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. We'll get there, people. We'll get there. We'll get there. We got a work day ahead of us, I'll tell you that. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is what those little markers are for. They're so useful sometimes. Okay, so this goes up around this way, giving Germany some room. And then up and around to Scandinavia. Well, Europe is packed. You know, that's kind of part of what makes Europe Europe. It's very packed. Everyone is just hot dogged in there like a little fucking sausage, man. And so that's kind of just how it's got to be. That's too big for Denmark, unfortunately. That's fine though. We'll leave it for now. That's gonna be that. Okay, make sure that's colored in there. We'll give that there. Give them an Ireland there. Much better. Much better. This is much better. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, okay. Let me just real quick grab some coast to kind of just do that. There. Okay, great. I think that's a perfect sized and placed Europe. So now we can move on to Southern Europe. So we're going to start with Spain and Portugal. And then we'll kind of pull them over here. We'll get a connection going, like right there. And then, let's see, Italy will be like right here. My boot last time was so much better. What happened this time? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. My boot last time was a lot better. I can do better than that. Okay, hold on. And then it's like and then it's what the hell, man? Where'd my boot skills go? Oh, I feel like my boot last time was so good. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'll get. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Okay, hold on. Let's just get like a good shape going here. This got to connect down to the Middle East, so we're kind of going to spread it this way. Oh my god. What the shit, dude? Okay, it's like this. And then it's like this. No, it's not. Oh wait, yes it is. And it's like that. Am I making the toe too big? I'm making the toe too big. Hold on. That's what I'm doing. It's gotta be smaller than that. It's just a boot, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. Fucking Italians, man. They're the only culture that lays eggs, and now they're fucking just screwing me over. Screwing me over. Alright. I'm almost done with Italy. I fucking swear to God. I'm just gonna take one last little run at it. Just one last little run. Just gonna take one last little run because I know that we also need Sicily out here. You know what? I'm gonna give it a bit more of a curve. And then, fuck it. We'll just put Sicily, like, right there. There. Okay. And then there's also this one right here. Don't remember what that island's called, but we'll put that in as well. It's kind of like a double island, so we'll do, like, that. That's so big and heinous. Just do that. It's fine. Okay. I think that's going to work as a general shape for Southern Europe. The one problem is kind of that, like, I need Constantinople to be right on the border between Southern Europe and the Middle East. But then Greece also kind of has to be, like, right in there. So I don't know exactly. Maybe Greece will be slightly offset. Greece is a pretty iconic land feature, so I guess we do kind of have to at least include it. It's not good. That's the second one was not good. Just gotta do this. Just gotta do a little bit something like this. And there's some islands and shit in there, but that's kind of like the gist. It's kind of the gist of Greece. Okay, I think it'll work, because they can spread up and shit, so I think it'll work. There's no one's going to spawn up here necessarily, but that's kind of just deep in the Alps. So I think that works. Okay. Now, one thing I did actually just remember that I did in the last time I actually tried to do this, kind of, you know, went through my prototype run, was I connected Africa, which is down here, to Southern Europe through like a little island chain. Because, you know, the Strait of Gibraltar, you can't actually cross that on foot, so, you know, it doesn't have to be a land bridge. So I think we might as well kind of just do a little island chain, you know? Why are you playing Civ 3 instead of 5 or 6? Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. Let's make something clear. The Civilization franchise made Civ 1. It was kind of terrible, but it was good enough to be good for the time. Civ 2, fantastic. This beautiful gift to mankind. Still a little bit simple, so these days it's hard to play, but it was fantastic. And then they made Civ 3, the perfect civilization builder game ever. It's just perfect. It's perfect in every way. It's fantastic, and they didn't need to keep going, but they did. And every Civ game since then has been trash, garbage, booty butt, piss ass. We need a Carthage along kind of like the northern Sahara area, and then we'll need an Egypt that connects to the Middle East. Actually, you know what? We might as well. I'm just using desert as kind of our base territory for this area, and then we'll have the Congo, including the Zulu, down here. This isn't exactly Africa shaped. I am aware of that. I guess, you know what? Something we could do to make it kind of Africa shaped. But first, let me just fill this thing in, and then we'll kind of beef up that side a little bit. And then we'll give it a little bit of a horn here. A little bit of a southern Madagascar down here, just to make sure we got that. Nice. Now, moving on to the Middle East. Let's go back to desert for this one, might as well. So, let's see. That's where Constantinople's going to be. And then we're going to get a nice big one of these, just connected by a little one of those right here. This is going to be our Red Sea. Madagascar is a little bit closer to the Middle East in this world. Let me just reposition my map a little bit so I can still see. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to kind of go down here and give them... Let's see. We don't have a ton of space over here, but we will go pretty close to the border here. And then this is the space for Asia, so we'll kind of have to cut it off around here. But that seems to be a pretty good general shape for the Middle East, I think. A decent size kind of bridge up here. We want them to be distinct continents, but obviously North Europe and Asia in reality are really just the same continent. So we're gonna need them to have a big connection, and then we will give Asia a good size. We do gotta leave some space for Japan, but we're gonna get the sort of Bering Strait area up here. Then this is gonna come down and connect to the Middle East down here, also with a big border. And then we'll kind of keep them separated from Southern Europe, and then Africa is kind of the main ones. Now we only have, in Asia, we only have China, Japan, India, Mongols, Korea. Well, the Mongol invasion of Europe is pretty classic, so we'll put Mongols here, like on the bridge, kind of next to Russia, which makes sense, I think. We'll probably put India, like, down here. So let's maybe build, like, a little India here, kind of sticking out of the wall. Is that the direction that India goes? Nope, it's actually kind of the other direction. Oh, shit, hold on. Fuck, I'm just making it gigantic now. Okay, we'll call that pretty good, because at the end of the day, I mean, Spain and Portugal should be able to get to India pretty easily. I mean, that is kind of one of their fave little locations. And then China, I guess India should also probably be the closest to the Middle East. And then we have the Bering Strait up here, but then we need a lot of space for China, obviously. They need a lot of space. And then kind of just like a little peninsula for Korea. So, let's see. We'll put India kind of like here. And then it can connect there. We'll put China kind of in here. And then Korea can go... Cool. Okay. And then in that case, we're just going to... I guess I'll just use a little bit of grassland. And we're just going to make a bridge between these two as well. China did have the Silk Road, so they can have a decent chunk of that. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for the basic... Oh, whoopsie. The basic view of... the basic shape of the old world. Now, the only North American civilizations are America and the Iroquois. So we really can't make it that big, is the thing. I honestly, what I kind of need to do is just try to draw a little America here. I'm not going to worry about Alaska's islands, because those are too small. So, okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good. Now, let's just see, was that the end of the... Oh, damn. Already been streaming for an hour? Shit! Time's flying when you're making a Civ map. Am I right, gamers? Alright, we need some more fucking background music. Maybe a little bit down here as well. Just kind of going off of the map that I'm looking at for what parts are green and what parts aren't, that sort of thing. And, you know, some of the rougher terrain, you can kind of tell the elevation changes. Make that pretty mountainous. Very good. I think Madagascar's actually got some elevation change, so we'll give them some hills. Definitely put some hills down in here. Okay, also make this area somewhat hilly. Obviously do need a pretty sizable Sahara, so that will be, you know, pretty much all of this area. I'll probably put the Congo kind of down, and we'll probably put it kind of like right in the middle here, I guess. We'll see how that kind of turns out. Then Middle East, also make a decent amount of this hilly for sure. Okay, that seems pretty accurate to the size of the Congo relative to Africa. Now let's switch to... I honestly thought putting jungle down next to desert may turn the desert adjacent to the jungle into plains or grassland. But I guess not. But we do need some savanna in there. It can't be all Sahara and Congo. We need savanna as well. It's a very important part of Africa. In fact, it's my personal favorite part, I would say. I mean, the Congo's cool. The savannah sucks ass. I don't think anyone particularly likes the savannah. And why would you? It's like death incarnate. If death was a place, I think a lot of people like, yeah, the bottom of the ocean, maybe. But stuff still lives there. I mean, that's still water, you know? That's the middle of the Sahara. Yeah, we'll do famous volcanoes, and you guys tell me if I'm missing any that you really think we should get in. So first off, we'll start with Mount Vesuvius, which is like there. So there's that one. There's a big old volcano in Iceland. I know that. We'll put that one there. We'll get Mount St. Helens in there. Okay. Whereabouts is, like, Kilimanjaro? Isn't that a volcano? You know what? I think those are genuinely the only volcanoes I can think of. So I'm just gonna do volcano map. Is Yellowstone? Oh, Yellowstone. Right. Okay. I also need one for Yellowstone. All right. There's one of those. Good call. Good call. Okay, here's my volcano map. Let's see. There's definitely some in South America. They're honestly like anywhere fucking mountains are, there seems to be goddamn volcanoes. Cold air makes me want to set myself on fire. Whoa. Crazy. Honestly, hot air makes me feel like I'm baking. Like like when I turn the heater on in my car, and it's like that hot, dry air. I'm like, like it's like the worst feeling. That's interesting, actually. They're kind of opposites there. I do think Chris just left, but someone tell him what I just said when he gets back. All right, let's go to forest now. Yes. Okay. Well, in that case, that means we are done with the details, which means that the only things that we have left to do, which it's not necessarily, it's not a small amount of things, but we don't have it's not a ton. So the only things we have left to do are, first things first, we're going to do rivers. Then we're going to do resources. And then we're going to do player starting locations, which should be pretty easy. And then we should be done. Well, then we'll finalize the scenario settings, and then we should be done. I've made a lot of Civ maps, so I kind of know the workflow here at this point. But okay, I'm gonna get rid of my map because I don't really need that anymore. Actually, nope, shit, I do still need that because we're gonna do rivers before we do resources. So, rivers. Everybody name your favorite river and we'll get them made. First things first, we need the Nile. So I'm gonna be doing that. Actually, you know what? Let's go by human history. So let's start with the Fertile Crescent with the, what are they called? The Tigris and the Euphrates? Is that right? Those two rivers that started humanity? Or not humanity, but civilization. And let's actually zoom in for this part as well. So we're going to get an up-close view of all of our constructions here. So how do I want this to go? Let's see. The Ottomans are going to start like here. Should we do player starting locations first? Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's give Arabia, who's going to be down here, their own little river. So then the Ottomans will be there. Sumerians will be like there. Byzantines there. Hittites will probably be like down here. So let me just give them their own little river as well. Everybody's got to start with some fresh water. Oh wait, should we... Is there some lakes we need to do? Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, there's some lakes we need to do. Hold on. I forgot the lake step. Coast. Okay. Any lakes you guys can remember, let's get those in. We got to start with the Great Lakes, so... All right, rivers. We got the one for Constantinople, the Byzantines. Now we'll get one for, let's see, Portugal. We're going to kind of just put right here, right on the edge, as I believe that makes good sense. And then Spain, you know what? Spain, I think we'll put kind of in the middle. We'll give them a lake as well. Okay, cool. There's Central Europe. Very nice. Very nice. And then let's go to Africa. Big old river in Africa. You all know it. You all love it. It is the Nile. The River Nile. And so we are going to build the Nile. It's not going to be as straight as it is in real life. It's going to be a gay little Nile. It's going to be the gayest little Nile you've ever seen. It's going to be fucking gay for you. And you know what? I'm just going to make this go straight to Lake Victoria because that makes sense to me. And then Egypt will start here somewhere. Zulu will probably start like there. And then Carthage will start over here, which we'll just give them a lake as well to start with. I don't understand that. I'll say that. I'll say that straight up. Don't get that. Put some oil in the Gobi. The Middle East, you know, we'll be honest, they got a lot of oil out there. They're kind of known for it, so we'll make sure to absolutely lather those bad bitches up with all kinds of non-baby oil. There you go. There you go. Just plenty of oil for you. Just plenty. More than you'll need. But you'll keep it all, won't you? All right, beautiful. There's the oil, just covering the Middle East. Don't know how much oil is in Africa. Don't know. What is next? Right, rubber. Rubber, right, jungle. So we know there's a lot of rubber in this area. You know what, actually, we need a bit of forest out in Hawaii. And I think we will put some rubber there. And then we'll put rubber in the Amazon. For sure. Make that nice and rubbery, as well as all up in here, I believe, is pretty damned rubbery. All right, uranium. That's a big one. The thing you need to make nukes. Okay. I think to make this as fair as possible, I'm going to try to give each civilization one piece of uranium. And kind of just call that even, except for we might add a couple extras onto like the extra islands like Australia. But I think in general we're just gonna go for that. There are luxuries complete. Done and done. Now, for the remainder of the resources, we have the like city resources, which don't actually give, they're not luxuries, so they don't make you happier, and they're not strategic resources, so they don't help you build things, but they just boost the city that is built near them. So, starting with whales, we do kind of have to think a bit here. However, for whales and fish, I kind of have a strategy here just to make this go a little bit faster, which we're going to employ here, which is just the smattering technique. Okay. Just the little pockets of sea that the whales like to hang out in. Not the least realistic thing we've done, I'd say. Pretty cool. What about landlocked countries? Why are they not allowed to have whales? Well, that's a good question right there. And that, unfortunately, you're going to have to take up with God. I guess, I guess I am God now. Okay, so why don't the landlocked countries get whales? Well, that's, you know, you may think that that makes it unfair, but here's the thing that the landlocked countries do get. They get cows. They get cattle. You know what I'm saying? Like the whales of the land. And I think that makes up for it. Whereas, you know, the sea nations, they don't get cattle. Cows notoriously hate the sea, and they would never go near it. Cows are like whales with extra milk. I mean, buddy, you ever milk a whale? I think you can get more milk from a whale than you can from a cow. But it's just like easier to get. Cows are just whales on land, really. Because whales also just dump out milk out of their little tits. So like... So, like, you know, I feel like they're basically the same thing. All right, there's the whales. Next up is game, and then we have fish, but game is next. Another benefit of being landlocked, you get game. We'll zoom back in for this one and do North America first. Definitely gonna be plenty of game up here. There we go. All right, I like that. I like that. Now, what's next? Cattle. Okay, cattle is next. This one we'll zoom in for. And I guess we'll try to make it somewhat historically accurate. That would mean they don't really have any. Which is fine, I guess. We could give them some wheat and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? We will make it historically accurate because the New World has no cattle, like, at all. I mean, like, llamas are, like, the closest thing, and they don't count. So I think we'll keep it accurate and keep the cattle to the old world. Yeah, I think we will. All right, well, Africa's got the water buffalo, so they sure got plenty. We'll give them some cattle. There you go. There you go. And we'll just kind of give them a bit of a smattering of cattle around the border to the Sahara. We'll also give them some down in the south. Give the Carthaginians some on the northern shore. Honestly, Africa might be one of the best places to start. There's a lot of desert, which does suck, but I think you get a decent amount of land because there's only 3 of y'all. There's only 3 on the continent. Okay, I'm gonna call wheat good. Moving on. Gold is next. Okay, we'll probably just put a good smattering of gold in most of the mountains, as I don't exactly know where gold is necessarily, unless we're talking America. Okay, well, with that being done, tobacco being the final resource added to the map, we are complete. We are completely finished with designing the map. Is there any last physical things that we should add? Because the only thing for us to do now is to put the player starting locations and then finalize the scenario rules, which won't take very long. So, any other physical things we can think of? Let me get my map back out here. Habitable. We're going to add 1 single hill right there where the mouth is. Okay, so this is actually at least kind of skull-shaped now. It's, you know, it's got the skull and then, like, the jaw area. But we'll put 1... Oh, that will make it unable to be a coastal city, won't it? But that's fine. If it's a secret lair, it doesn't need to be coastal anyway. If it's a secret lair, really it should be as locked away as possible, and making it completely landlocked inside of mountains is the way to do that. So there you go, people. There's your secret base, which I think is pretty cool. Now what should be here? Oh, uranium, of course. And then Inca. They don't have a lot of great starting position, but hey, they have the whole continent to themselves, so hopefully that makes up for it. I'm gonna start them... Oh man, I really did not give them any good land, huh? That could be tough, I will admit. You know, I'll start them there so that they at least have the 2 bananas. That's a bit tough. You know what, actually? Maybe we'll start them here. So that they get... Yeah, okay, we'll start them there. Reassign to the Inca. There we go. And there is America. Done and done. Nice. That is the easiest area, so we started easy, but we did it. Dangerous animals? No. We could set up barbarian camps if we want to. Like, if there are any other civilizations that we want to include, you can technically make the barbarians... Here, like, I can do reassign... Oh, I can't make a starting location for barbarian, but you can see there's a drop down for barbarians, and there's just like a shitload of different cultures. So we could do that. We could at least put people on Skull Island. That's a good idea. But yeah, we could do that last. We should also put like some indigenous people on Australia too. We should do that. Okay. Might even put some natives up here in the Americas. Yeah. Okay. Well, next up, let's do Africa. That's an easy one. Here we have Ireland, or we have Scotland/Ireland, also known as the Celts. Fantastic. Right here we have the Lone Vikings, also known as Scandinavia. And then down here we got Germany, the land of Jeremy men. And then we have Mother Russia, the big villain themselves. Russia. Where is she? There is she. Catherine the Great. Where is she? There she is. Russia. Fantastic. Now, starting actually very close to Russia, I'm now realizing, but that's fine, is right there. Mongolia. The Mongols. There they are. And then we have Korea. Reassigned to the little tiny peninsula that has a big heart. Korea. Next up, it's the people who think cows are gods. India. No disrespect, by the way. I think that's a cool thing to think. Now, we're going to reassign you to India. There they are. Beautiful. Going to get chaotic very soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is, baby. Oh, Iroquois? Yeah, it is. China. There we go. Okay, is it finally time? I do believe we have done them all. We have America, Iroquois, Aztec, Inca, Maya, Germany, Russia, France, England, Scandinavia, Celts, Netherlands, Rome, Greece, Spain, Portugal, Byzantines, Egypt, Zululand, Carthage, China, Japan, India, Mongols, Korea. Okay, I do believe I didn't miss any, so it's time to do the Middle East. Oh my god, there are sure a lot. They really like to they just threw a bunch in there, huh? They really just threw a bunch in there. Okay, my vote for Skull Island is the Guz, because that sounds hilarious. Damn. Okay, well, we're just gonna pick some out of these. If there's any of these that you guys specifically want to be thrown in, we can. I'm gonna put the Guz on Skull Island, because that's funny. And we're gonna start with a barbarian camp, which we'll put, we can actually put multiple of them here, but I think we might as well just put one right on the only habitable spot. And then we can do this to select a warrior. I guess we could also give them some special ones. You know what? Since these are the guys that are on Skull Island, we'll do that. Are there any apes on the map? No. We did every resource we could. No apes. Nice. Nice. I like that. I want Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I love Planet of the Apes too, but maybe another time if we had apes. Tanks! Tanks! The tanks! I don't know about that one. I don't know about tanks. I don't know about tanks, man. All right, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to keep the Impy for all of these. And then I'm going to switch, let's see, first back to this, but then to here, and we're going to pick, which one of these is a good one to be a native in Australia? Oh, Polynesian. Oh, that one works. Let's just make them Polynesian. They were crossing a river. Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy, actually. That's a crazy tradition. That's wild. Olmec and Zapotec, I know those are Central American, but don't really have enough space for those. So we'll just grab out the Apache just because someone, y'all like them. And then let's switch back to Barbarian Camp, and we'll just make a couple Apache camps out here just for ease sake. Yeah, there we go. Just to make this area a bit more treacherous. And then I'll also just give them like one MP each, because this is where some people are going to be native to, so we don't want to make it too hard. But I think that works well. Maybe one in South America. Yeah, you know what, actually? We should do that. Let me grab the Zapotec. Yeah. And we'll just throw, like... We'll throw, like, 2 out there. Why not? And then you. Okay, nice. Could also do some Celtish Well, I guess the Celts were the natives there. So I guess no, not them, actually. Oh, could throw some on up here. I guess I don't know exactly... it would be like the Inuit. Do we have Inuit in here? Inuit. Oh, we do. Oh, perfect. We'll throw some Inuits up in the far north. Even some up there. Why not? Nice. I'll let them keep that one for a while. And then throw some up there. Cool. Okay. An island made out of skull. That's lit. Oh god, that's crazy, Time Storm. So much blood got in the river and suffocated all the fish. Jesus Christ. Except one fish, he's just juiced. He's like been taken, he's just guzzling down Romanian blood. He's like, he's just this gigantic ripped fish. That's awesome. Could throw, oh, you know what? Maybe one other we'll throw is some, we mentioned them earlier. Okay. God, I feel like I gotta put some Yowie in there. You know what? We'll just give Japan one Yowie to contend with, because, like, I mean, they gotta have something. And the Yowie have just gotta be in there. So there. Little hentai for the Japanese. They love it. They eat that shit up. The Romanians didn't lose any blood. They just dropped trees. Oh, right, right. The Romanians won. So wait, who was attacking? On their army while they were crossing a river? Oh, the Tartans. That's right. That's who was attacking. Right. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, well, I think that's it for natives then. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Africa could technically use some. It is a pretty big area. You know what? We'll give them one, actually. We'll give them one. Why not? The Tartans attacked. Yeah, yeah. We'll do, like, Nubian? Or maybe Numidian? Yeah, Numidian. We'll just give them, like, one down there. For whoever's the first, but we'll give them like a few extra. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, the Sammy, right. I'll place that for you just because it's a special request, but I don't think we didn't have them specifically. I'm pretty sure. So like, is there another one that's like close that you'd like to pick instead? I don't necessarily recognize any of these as being. Oh, I guess the Saxons, Vandals, and Goths were all up north, so we could theoretically use some of those. There we go. Okay. Maybe use a Native American tribe as a substitute? Is that the closest? I feel like the lore for Earth 2 goes crazy. Hell yeah. Love that. Love that. I feel like the closest would be the Goth or the Vandals, because they were, at least I know they were Scandinavian. I don't know anything else. I am still live. How long have we been going for? Oh, 4 hours. I am still live. 90's back. 90's back. Welcome back. We're almost done, by the way. We're very close. The cold pillars, so it's not too far. Okay, sure. Okay. Here, let's go for the Anglo-Saxon. Oh, you know what? That could work. Yeah. Let's use Saxon. It's close, kind of close to Sammy, you know, just as far as a word goes. So that's not terrible. But yeah, let's throw these guys. There is actually some blank space up here, so let's throw like a couple of these up here. There you go. And this is for Time Storm. This is for you, my friend. Gonna do that. There we go. Okay. I think that is a good place to leave off the natives, meaning we are just about done. Just about done. We just need to finalize the scenario, which will just take a second. So let me save this, and then scenario properties. Number of players will be 31. Thank you very much. The maximum amount. Okay, let's see. Barbarian activity. We'll make them restless, not raging. I think we'll go for a middle ground. The normal time limit off. Time scale should be good. Playable civilizations. All default victory conditions. Default game rules. Please and thank you. Auto-place victory locations. Capture units. King units. Yes. Victory point limits. All should be fine. Locked alliances. Don't need any of those. And then disasters. We will turn the Black Death on. Might as well. Earliest start. We'll make this, what, like... We'll make it like 1,000 is the earliest it can start. Should be 1,000 AD. Godzilla in the Pacific. Hell yeah. Let's throw some real crazy shit in there. I mean, it's kind of what Skull Island is. I mean, it does have uranium, so that's like, it also kind of represents Godzilla, if you think about it that way. Variance, I'll turn this up to 1. Duration, we'll turn this up to like 5. Strength. Okay, gotta have Black Death if it's gonna be accurate. And then I do also like decreasing the eruption period a bit, because that only 5,000 means they only have to erupt once. So we'll make this 1,000. So they have to erupt every 1,000 years. Cool. Plague name. Do you guys want to rename the plague? It doesn't have to be the Black Death. I mean, it is Earth. I guess it could be Black Death 2 because it's Earth 2. Okay, I made myself laugh, so I'm making it Black Death 2. Okay. I think that's it, baby. I think that is it. I think. I do believe. I think that is actually everything. I think. So let's, okay. Make sure that all saved. Yes, looks good. The Cringe Plague. Jeremageddon. Oh, from Skull Island. That's kind of funny, too. I like them both. They're both good. I like where your head's at. I just made myself laugh with Black Death 2, so we're just going for that. It's the sequel, Black Death 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now, I think all that's good. Pretty sure the map is all good. I'm pretty sure we got everything we need placed down. So, one last save. Yeah, well, you're very much so welcome, Timestorm, and you're welcome as well, Chris. Everyone is welcome for stream. Thank you all for coming. That was a wonderful one. And yeah, I am very excited to start playing that next time. But for now, that's gonna do it for this stream, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Jankheads.